Welcome to episode 17 of the CASK podcast. My name is Laura Hattersley, and today I'm going to start talking about the webinar that we held the other day. This was really well attended, so very grateful to everybody who came. This wasn't just people from the community, this included scientists and other members of our advisory board, so that was really great to see everybody coming on board. Just a quick reminder, the RareX data collection program is a global data collection program, and it's run by Global Genes, which is possibly the largest rare disease organization in the world. It is absolutely free for us to use, and what the webinar was really about was to present the very basic findings that are presented to the patient advocate groups from RareX, so the information we know from our community, but there is lots more detailed information they're waiting for researchers to tap into, and it's going to be ready for clinical trials as long as people keep completing the surveys and keep registering, so we can have as many families on there as possible. At the moment, we've got children on there, children and adults on there from as young as less than 1 year old all the way up to individuals in their mid-40s. So we're getting a really good representation of ages. We've also got a good representation of different sexes, which is amazing. But now we just need kind of more detail, so people have to make sure that they're annually updating their surveys. One thing that came to light during the webinar was that sadly they have lost some funding or haven't been able to get more funding, and so the translation of some of the surveys, the more detailed surveys into different languages, has had to be halted. If you speak Portuguese, French or Spanish, please still enroll on this registry, because you can still input a certain amount of data. It just means in a way you won't have as much work to do. So please do, and I'll obviously update if the situation changes. Fingers crossed it does. The next thing I want to talk about is about one of our advisors, and this is Dr Xue, who works at Baylor College in the US. He was very lucky and honoured to receive a grant from a large funding organisation called Oxford-Harrington, which is a kind of joint venture between Oxford University and the States. So this grant basically is going to enable him to continue his work on gene replacement, which he's been working on for many, many years. We're hopeful, that he will continue to be able to work on this, and one day it might become a viable therapeutic. So really well done to Dr. Xue. His passion and support for our families is amazing, and it all stems from his a family connection he has. So his heart really is in this research, and I think we've got him for life, hopefully. So congratulations. In terms of general gene therapy, other gene therapies, there's some other exciting news from the US as well. The CASK USA project that they are funding, which is the one at UC Davis, and this is for another gene therapy, but it is for X reactivation. So this is using a different technique to hopefully also get a curative treatment for our children. Phase 2 just started. So Professor Jill Silverman has now bred the CASK mice, and they are ready to go. However, they are in desperate need of funds to be able to continue this work. So if you are in the States and you're wanting your donations to go towards a curative therapy, so what I mean by that is a gene therapy, something that is targeting the root cause, which obviously is the problem with the gene, then the one that really requires funding right now is the one at UC Davis, and you can donate to, if you go to curecask.com, and then if you go to donate, it gives you the options of Australia or the USA. So you can click on the USA, and every donation, every penny really helps. We don't know if gene replacement will work for our community. We don't know if X reactivation will work for our community. We don't know what's going to work for our community. Every disease is different. Biology is very, very complicated. We know there are very, very serious side effects with gene replacement. We don't know what side effects there would be with extra activation because it's never got that far. So we really can't put all our eggs in one basket. You know, if you want to help our children and future children, we need to fund, you know, a diverse portfolio of research. So please do support curecask.com. In Australia, they have they've got 2 human iPSC cell lines in development, and that is from funding from the charity CaSK Australia. So this is, well, we're very grateful to the families that have donated to this and funded these themselves. CaSK Australia is now asking for families all over the world if they would be interested to have their child's stem cells created and turned into a mini brain, basically. They're called organoids. If you are interested in finding out more, then please visit their website and you'll be sent a form. This doesn't require any money from yourselves. They're hoping, the plan is, the more people that show that they're interested, the more passionate we can show our community is, the more need we can show, and they will be able to get some really good external funding there in Australia. So all you need to do is basically show that you want a treatment for your child. You want to know more about their particular mutation. You are interested in helping science, and you can do that just by visiting curecask.com again. Also, congratulations to Giovi, who is the founder of CaSK. She was a finalist in the Lindsay, that is their local MP, the Lindsay Leadership Awards. This is amazing because, one, because she deserves recognition because Giovi is absolutely incredible, but 2, because this really grows awareness of CASK gene disorders. You know, we know all about them, we're really passionate about them, but that's only because we're affected by them. If you ask somebody down the street, they still will never have heard of them. So having this platform to talk about our rare disease and rare diseases in general is so important, and Giovi works really, really hard at that. So well done, Giovi, and thank you for everything you do. We have our first bit of news from our Italian charity, which is ProCASK Italia. They only just got established, but they are working so hard and doing things so quickly. So in November, they started with their first awareness campaign, which has a lovely name. It's called CASK Hearts, Rare Lives. And to launch this event and also launch their charity, they organised an event at a wine shop, and there they were able to present their association to the wider community and obviously kind of engage everybody and hope to get more fundraisers going from that. And they also attended the graduation of a nurse whose thesis was on CASK, and that was inspired and instigated by the daughter of one of the directors, Sonia. And at the graduation, Sonia got to talk about her daughter, about CASK and about their organisation, which again is amazing awareness. And these things really do lead to other things. I've had personal experience of that. You know, you talk at one thing and something else happens. So congratulations to Sonia and all the team at ProCASK Italia. They're doing loads of work, and I'll be talking about that in the next podcast. And they've been raising funds by creating a CASK Christmas Hearts. So that's their first kind of little mini fundraiser. Here in the UK, we've just been sorting out our Christmas campaign. So please visit our social media pages, where you will see some absolutely beautiful faces and beautiful stories and beautiful giggles. So our main campaign is emphasising like the joy and the happiness that our children often have. So please look out for that. And then we also received quite a number of Santa letters, which I think we've done for the past few years. So it's what would our children ask Santa for if anything was possible, and you might need your tissues for some of them, but they're very they're very heart-wrenching. But you know, like, we need to talk about the realities of CASK because it's not an easy disorder. So thank you to everybody who has taken part in that campaign. Very, very grateful. And I will stop there. I have more news, but I will keep that until the next podcast. So thank you for listening, and see you again.